Reggie will work for my money, so I need it now. I pulled up, I got my windows on my speakers loud. Granny left too soon, if only she could see me now. Walk right off 290, I might go and see him now. I see them act like they cannot see when we around. I forgot what hate feel like, I cannot keep around. Bro on papers, if it's drama, we can't be around. I don't make assumptions, I ask her if she is down. Are you down, man? Are you down for whatever down? We don't way to talk it. Down for whatever nonsense. Down, we don't do the drama.
What's good, y'all? We back at it again with another video of the rebrand. This is a mini series where I'm documenting the process of me rebranding my clothing brand, and this is episode 2, and we're talking about brand identity and why it's important. So for starters, brand identity is very important. The reason being is it's like who your brand is. An example of that is like Nike. You don't even need to know that Nike, you don't even need to see the Nike logo on a Nike commercial for you to know it's Nike, because Nike's brand identity is intensity, the desire to be great, athletic, sports, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And like another one would be like the Hundreds, like the streetwear brand. Like you think of like community, you think of diversity, you think of doing fun things outside. Like I'm talking like riding bikes, skate park, like that whole type of vibe, like fashion, like streetwear. And they don't even have to outright say it. It's just the way that they present their brand. So that's why it's very pivotal when you're focusing on brand identity to understand who your target audience is, who the competitors are, what type of field and niche that you're in, so you can really hit the ground running and make sure that you're hitting all those touch points when you're trying to market. So today's goal is I'm gonna set up a mood board. I'm gonna get a bunch of pictures that I find inspiration from, and I'm gonna pull inspiration from those so I can create a new brand identity for Control the Vibe when it comes to doing photo shoots. But we'll get into that a little bit later. I'm low-key pulling up to the gym. I'm trying to work out because I got fitness goals I'm trying to reach. So I'm trying to lock in, you know what I'm saying? So I'll catch you on a little bit.
2 hours later.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm done, I'm ready, this sound like Mississippi sippy cup. Baby turn Bibby up. Henny invented the catalyst for happiness in my cup. This sound like kiddies on the playground. Mama was running up. Ooh, you about to get your ass beat. This sound like.
All right, y'all. So I just got back from the library. After the gym, I went ahead and got home, showered, and jumped over there because I had to print out some pictures. And what I've been doing is anytime on social media, if I see a designer or a brand's branding or marketing strategy that I like, I screenshot it because I've been trying to gather a new way on how to market and present my brand. So I'm just like, okay, if I like how these things look and I can incorporate CTV into that, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and threw them, put photos on the wall. Not only that, I was annotating them and just describing exactly what I liked about those photos. So that way, when it's my turn to go about how I decide to market and establish my new branding, I can refer to these photos and really just take inspiration the right way versus like looking at it and being like, oh, okay, I kind of like this. Nah, I wrote it down so I knew exactly what I wanted to take inspiration from that photo. And I think that's super important because a lot of times in the past for me, I would look at something on social media, I'm like, okay, that's dope. And then I'd get to the shoot and I'm like, dang, what was it that I liked about this photo? Or I'd be like, dang, what photo did I even like? And I'm over here wasting time at the shoot when I should be prepared. You know what I'm saying? So now that I have this annotated on the wall and it's like there for me, anytime I come into my office, I can see it. It's just constantly in my mind. And then I also, obviously I took photos and I have it in a specific album on my phone. So when it comes to the photo shoot and I got to get things done, I can refer to the same photos and I have my annotations in my notes. So I'm trying to be more prepared. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, on this whiteboard behind me, I decided to write my collection list and what I'm gonna be dropping. Obviously, I mean, these words don't mean nothing to y'all, but it's just so I can keep tabs on what I have right now because I'm not gonna lie, like over the course of this whole rebrand, I've been filtering in and out different pieces and I finally have it solidified. So that's super exciting, but I like to keep everything in front of my eyes just because I'm not gonna hold you. I have ADHD, so if it's not in front of me, I'm gonna forget that junk. So that's why I got the stuff on the wall, I got the stuff on the whiteboard, and I'm super excited about it, man. But to dive into specifics of the pictures that I have on the wall, the big brands are Selah, Joe Fresh Goods, Jonah, the brand, and there's a couple others. I think I haven't put them up yet, but those three, just because the aesthetic of those brands and those brands' marketing strategies and their branding as a whole are just like, that's like chef's kiss to me. Like everything's clean, everything's neat, and you can feel the energy that they're trying to portray through the photos. And that's huge for me. And the biggest thing about it is that each brand's specific branding is different. Like the energy you get is different from each one of those brands, and it's consistent on their profiles. So I screenshotted it and put it on the wall just so I can see like, okay, Joe Freshgoods, his vibe is like this and it's consistent all the way through. Selah, their brand is like this and it's consistent all the way through. Jonah, their brand is like this and it's consistent all the way through. So I'm like, okay, when it comes to CTV, what exactly do I want and how am I gonna keep it consistent all the way through? And those are different things that I think about when I'm putting these on the wall, or just, I mean, in general, just because I wanna make sure this rebrand is smooth. So, and the way I'm gonna be unique in my marketing strategy and my branding is the usage of different cameras. Specifically, like, I'm talking like my old school Sony CyberShot, like this thing is a gangster. And the reason why I like it so much is because it gives that nostalgic vibe. And I mean, if you've been on my personal page, you know that I'm big on that right now. I had my weekend recaps with my Sony Handycam, but I'm specific on this because when it comes to nostalgia and thinking about nostalgic things, your brain has a funny way of working and it only focuses on the positive things in that moment. Like something negative could have happened in that same time frame, but when something's nostalgic to you, you're only thinking about what is nostalgic and what's in that moment and what's positive about it. So that's why I'm relating this nostalgic feel to Control the Vibe, because that's the same energy that I'm trying to portray. So in theory, it's really just like remaining positive. So not only am I gonna use this camera, but I'm also gonna use this big boy right here, my Sony Handycam. And I could put a video of how the pictures look and how the video looks, but like this thing is, like I said, between these two, these are some gangsters right here. And any type of behind the scenes or any type of marketing video, I'm gonna use this joint right here. Any type of photo, I'm gonna use this joint right here. If I want it to be super clean, I mean, obviously I wanna be able to show the pieces that I'm releasing with their true tones and true colors. That's when my Fujifilm will come into play, but for the most part, it's these two bad boys right here, because I'm trying to set the tone. I'm trying to create that universe and make it so when you go on my page, when you see my pieces, when you enter the website, you understand exactly what I'm trying to do. If you're my target audience, it's gonna attract you specifically and how I'm gonna attack this. And that's how my branding is gonna work, you know? It's all about nostalgia. And like I said, marketing, I mean, we're attacking it from a different angle. I'm gonna use the inspiration that I get from Joe Freshgoods, Selah, and Jonah the brand, but I'm incorporating my piece, which is that nostalgic effect. That way, I'm still on pace to have the same target audience as them because their target audience is mine, but I'm adding my own spin to it. I'm super geeked about this, like you don't understand, just because, like I said in the last video, I feel like I have a little bit more sense of direction. Like I know my target audience and I know how I'm gonna do it, and it's just up to execution now. In the next video, we're gonna go over samples, what I did like and what I didn't like about my samples, and how I'm gonna go about placing my bulk order. I'm super excited about this, y'all. Like I always say, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All of my socials are gonna be in the comments below or the description, my bad. Thank y'all so much and have a great day.